Hello, my beautiful ones. Welcome. I'm back. My name is Alicia. This is Alicia Budget Beauty. I feel like I haven't talked to my phone or done a video like this in a while because I have not. My kids are back in school after the break and I took a couple weeks off of filming. I had my last video, which was a declutter video. If you haven't seen it and you like those, go check it out. I had that one kind of in my back pocket since September, because I knew there would be a time where I wouldn't get to film and that would be a good one to throw in there. So this is my first time back in a while and I'm excited about today, you guys. I am still on my no-buy journey. I am 6 weeks in. I'm so proud of myself, for real. I'm really proud of myself and it's been a lot easier than I anticipated. It's like the longer I go, the easier it gets and the kind of more I want to see how long I can go. Maybe like if you're trying to cut out sugar or sodas or something, or if you smoke and the longer you go, you're like, I don't really need this as much. So that's kind of how I've been feeling. And along with that, I'm trying to come up with different types of videos to show you guys. A little bit of a fair warning, there are going to be some haul videos coming up. I said in another video weeks and weeks ago that I had stuff that I had already purchased. I've been waiting to film it. I still have not purchased anything in 6 weeks. That is stuff that has been sitting in bags or boxes waiting for me to film it. So there will be haul videos coming up. But today is a fun video. My friend, sweet friend Trish, who's also Unique Beauties, I will put her Instagram, well, yes, I'll put her Instagram handle down below. I'll put her YouTube up here and I'll link it down below. But she had a great idea for her video, which was 22 brands that she wants to try in 2022. And I thought, okay, that's a really good idea. And there are a lot of brands that I do want to try in 2022 after my no-buy in April. But I thought, it would be fun if I did 21 brands I tried in 2021, because I actually tried way more than 21. This last year was the year of try it all. Let's try it all. And I did, or buy it all. I didn't get to try it all. That is the problem and why I'm on a no-buy. But also coming up with my list, I realized there are so many brands that I bought stuff, but I have yet to try. So I can't include it really in this video. So I tried to narrow it down. It was really hard. There were some I had to leave out. I tried to pick brands that maybe if you're active on the Instagram beauty community, or if you just are a lover of makeup, maybe you have heard of these brands. They're not all really well-known brands. Some of them are. And then I tried not to include the little bitty ones that I do love, but that maybe no one's heard of. So I hope that you will enjoy this video. I will try to go real quickly through the list because this could get really long. If I spend 1 minute on each one, that's already 21 minutes. So you guys, if you want to hear about the 21 brands that I tried and maybe a few little opinions about them, then stay tuned and let's do it. Okay, 21 brands. Let's just go ahead and start off with a banger. Nomad Cosmetics. Okay, if you've been following me at all here or on Instagram, you know I love Nomad. You know how much I adore the owner, things that they stand for, their quality, all of that. So I first heard about Nomad from Angelica Nyquist. I think it's subjective these days with how everyone says her name. Poor thing. But I started watching her during the pandemic, late in the game to a lot of this stuff. And she talked about Nomad. I think it was, I want to say it was right when the pandemic started when I really got into this. So almost 2 years ago. And I was like, that is so interesting. I love how they do their packaging, their themes. That's really cool. So I started a whole list on my phone of brands that I wanted to try. And I have crossed almost all of them off in the last almost 2 years, but Nomad was at the top of the list. I tried it. I tried them. The first palette was the Berlin palette. fell in love immediately, fell in love with Felicia, the owner. Like, I just love them. They are so active in the community. They give back. The quality is amazing. They have a palette coming out in 2 weeks or January 25th, I believe, the Après Ski palette. So if you guys haven't tried Nomad, go try them. I love them. Okay, next, another banger, another one of my absolute favorites is Lunar Beauty. That is Manny MUA's brand. I also found Manny early on in the pandemic. We opened up our pool that year because it was an abnormally warm spring. So we opened it up the end of March when the pandemic started. And I would just sit there, lay by the pool, watch my kids swim, and I would watch YouTube videos, beauty YouTube videos, and it's when I became obsessed. And Manny was one of the first ones that I stumbled upon. So again, super late. I wasn't a part of all the shenanigans way back in the beginning of all that. But as far as like the here and now Manny and his brand, I adore it. I love the Moon Spell palette that came out of the strawberry palette. The Lunar Eclipse palette is my favorite cool tone palette of all time. I love it so much. I love the lip products, like the highlighter, and he's just adorable. He's so funny. He's so full of life. They're very, very, very sweet and respond back to creators. So Lunar Beauty is definitely one of my favorites from 2021. Next is Gourmand Girls. I get a big old smile on my face because Christina, that owns the brand, she is a friend of mine. I love her. I adore her. I mean, talk about someone who truly, truly, truly cares about others, cares about the beauty community, like listens to feedback, and she's just a gem. And I really, really loved that time of the year palette. You've seen me talk about it here, Instagram. The quality was so, so good. I also had the Exquisite Palette, which I love. It's kind of a darker, moodier palette. And you guys, please put her and the brand on your radar if you have not. There are exciting things coming up for her and for Gourmand Girls. And that's just one that you feel really, really good about supporting. Next up is Danessa Myrick's. Okay, Danessa Myrick's is one that I do have some products that I bought, oh gosh, I think it was Memorial Day sales that I haven't used yet, which is so embarrassing. And again, I'm improving, okay? I'm making a point to use what I have. But the Vivid palette, which was like the cream base, like her formulas are so innovative and not just, you're gonna get like powder palettes and stuff. Like she really comes up with products that can be used in multiple ways. The Vivid palette is a really bright, it's either 6 or 8 colors. It can be used cheeks, lips, eyes. Like it's really meant to be creative and not think outside of the box. And I did use that palette for several looks in the summer, had so much fun with it. But I also got foils from her that I have yet to try. It's on my list to try, so stay tuned for that. Next up, we have Romantic Beauty. So Romantic Beauty is a fun one. I found them in May of 2021, and they're kind of one of the first brands, them and Maura, which I'll come to next actually. I kind of went crazy. That's when my hauls started really happening. And I bought a ton of stuff from Romantic Beauty. Their palettes are super affordable. They have fun glitter liners. I've used them in a lot of my looks, especially in challenge looks or inspo looks this year. It's just a fun way to pop on some like glitter in an easy way. I love their blushes. They have these little blushers that are ombre that have like a beautiful, beautiful finish to them. So, and lip, I've got, oh my gosh, I probably have 40 plus lip products from them. Also very sweet. They were sweet to me early on as a small creator. So you guys be sure and check them out. They have really good sales and really good products. So that then brings me to Maura, the other brand that I went crazy buying. I think by now everyone has seen their just exquisite, beautifully crafted ombre blushes that have the butterfly and the flower embossing. Those blushes just blew me away. I own 3 of them and they're very, very pigmented, last a really long time. So I think that's what put them on the map with a lot of people. My first products from them, I believe, were the blushes and then their lipsticks. They're Creamy Defiant, I believe is what it's called, lipsticks. I have probably 10 to 12 of those. Beautiful. I mean, they are creamy, but they last. They're comfortable on. They're very pigmented. Love those. Love their little cream bounce single shadows. I had recommended them before. A few people got them and were kind of surprised that they weren't a little bit more pigmented, but I like that they are a light topper. So, you know, I do recommend those if that's something that you like. It's just that really sparkly, shimmery kind of light where you can just one and done and go. I recommend those. Those blushes, I have spray toners. They come out with stuff all the time. And their eyeshadows, don't sleep on those. Those are really good. Some of my favorite neutral eyeshadow palettes are from them. So you guys be sure and check out Maura. Next is Juvia's Place. So Juvia's Place. I remember watching some creators on YouTube talk about them and I thought, wow, like those look crazy pigmented, so beautiful. And I actually think I might have bought my first palette before 2021, the Coral Nubian palette. I'm not sure, but it was around. I mean, if I've had it, it might be a year and a half, but everything since then has been in 2021. I have, I believe, 6 or 7 of their palettes. I've used probably 4 of them. Need to use the others, obviously, but I love them. Their lipsticks are also beautiful. Love those. I have not tried those duo blushes and bronzers yet, but that's probably something that I will allow myself to try after my no buy. But definitely, if you haven't tried Juvia's Place, it's awesome. Next is Haus Labs. I'm gonna say this till I'm blue in the face, you guys. Don't sleep on Haus Labs, okay? I know it is not what we all imagined for Lady Gaga, okay? That's not Lady Gaga, but like, just reminded me in the background. I was like, oh, she kind of looks like Sia, Lady Gaga back here. I know that we all thought it would be over the top and like whimsical and out of this world, but don't let that stop you just because it wasn't what you thought it was going to be from like finding some amazing products. I will admit, I have the eyeshadow palette, her original, not, I can't remember what it's called, but not the blue one, but the one that's more like neutral leaning with some purple and like a black matte in it. That is not the best, okay? I will admit that. But the lip glosses, the lip crayons, L'Oreal lip crayons are freaking amazing. They are so smooth, so pigmented. I love the shape of them because you can really like fill in the lips if you want to do that or just line them. The blush highlighter duo and the Heat Spell bronzer highlighter duos are some of my top 2 in my whole collection, and my collection's huge, you guys. It is amazing, okay? You're missing out. If you do anything, try those, try the lip products, just forget about the eyeshadows. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. This is not a poker face, okay? This is an honest face. Try it. Next up, we're gonna skip to a drugstore brand. So we have Joa Beauty. Joa Beauty is a great drugstore brand. They sell at CVS. You can buy it online. Their sister brand with Kiss. Some people don't know that, but like Kiss, Lash, and Nails. Joa Beauty has some beautiful, beautiful products. I loved their Chasing the Sun palette that came out last summer. Was not for everyone because it is a face palette with some eyeshadows, but the tones wouldn't necessarily work for everyone. It's very, very, very warm. They had a lighter shade and then like a really warm brick red type of bronzer in it. I fell in love with that palette. I used it all summer long. Their lip products are great. I really enjoy their concealer. They have a mascara I really love. It comes in a pink tube. And I really, really think that their price point is great. I think what they come out with is really well thought out. And some of their primers are really good. So you guys definitely keep your eye on Joa Beauty. Next, we have Kimchi Beauty. I freaking love Kimchi Beauty. It would be so hard to rank all my favorite brands, so hard, but Kimchi is definitely up there. The Puff Puff Pass powder, one of my holy grails, right up there with my e.l.f. Halo Glow powder. It's massive, it'll last forever. It's beautiful finish. I think anyone would love it no matter what type of skin type you have. They're also super inclusive. They have a wide range of shades for everyone. I love their bronzer. I use it all the time. I love their blushes, their highlighter, and so lucky, so fortunate. I won a massive giveaway from them. I'm waiting to probably do a YouTube video over it, so I haven't even used it yet, but it was enormous. Like so many lip products, so much stuff in there. So thankful. They're very, very nice. And you guys, Kimchi it's awesome. Like, you gotta try them. All right, next up we have Believe Beauty, another drugstore brand. I almost keep bringing them up because not everyone has a Dollar General. They don't have a website online to order from. They do have a website, but you can't really order online from it. But Believe Beauty is just too good not to mention. I have used so many of their products. Some of them are like staples that I use every day. So, I mean, their liners are lip liners and their eyeliners, some of my absolute favorite. Their lipsticks are nice. They don't last all day, but they're $4. And I mean, it's good for the price. Their nail polishes, they have so many. I love their highlighter trios, are beautiful. Their blushes, their foundation. You guys, if you like a skin-like natural medium foundation, you want to spend $5, like you almost can't beat it. Like, go try it. So Believe Beauty, if you have a Dollar General and you haven't tried it, definitely go give it a shot. Next up, we have Propa Beauty. So Propa Beauty is a beautiful Black-owned business that has the most luxurious type of lipsticks. They are definitely in my top 5 lipstick formulas, and that's hard because I have a lot that I love. They are so creamy. So every time I wear those lipsticks, it looks like I got lip injections, almost to the point where like I want to wear a disclaimer on my shirt. Like, it's my lipstick. I didn't get fillers because I don't know what it's not a plumping formula. Something about them just makes them look like the pout to them. And I love the shades that they have. They warm and cool and mainly nude shades, but they do have like a red and like an orange, and they're just beautiful, priced perfectly. You guys, if you haven't tried it, please do. Next up, we have Nero Beauty. Okay, I had to include Nero Beauty. I know it's not one that everyone has heard of. If you are in the beauty community, most likely you have, because they don't have a huge following yet, but it's almost like a cult-like following of those who love them, like myself. So Eloise, she owns it with her mom, and it's lip masks. I carried away. Okay, it's lip masks. They've also come out with liners. The formula, you guys, is just the perfect everyday lip formula. Like, it if you don't like lipstick, if it's something on the go, you want to take it with you, there is no better formula than the Nero Beauty formula. It's got like rich natural ingredients in it, like vitamin, oh gosh, is it vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin E? I think, okay, it's a vitamin. And it's just beautiful. It feels amazing on, it nourishes your lips. I love her color choices. All of them are named after films, which is so cool. So you guys, if you haven't tried Nero Beauty, I'm trying to manifest it for her. It's gonna show up in a big store one day, like it is, or a box, like an Ipsy box. All right, next up we have Pyt Beauty. Pyt Beauty, I am an ambassador with them. So if you want to buy something, use my code down below. If you don't, totally fine. I also have a Gourmand Girl, forgot down below. I don't get commission off of it, just wanted to share it. But the Pyt Beauty, everything is recycled, repurposed. It's all, like vegan, cruelty-free. They are very eco-friendly, conscious and brand. And their bronzer and their blushes are some of also my favorite in my entire collection. I do also have the eyeshadow palette that kind of reminds me of a smaller version of the Mercury Huda palette. But it's so subtle and soft, and it's not an over pigment wow, but every time I wear that palette, I love my look. So I do recommend that you guys try them out, especially if you're someone that wants an environmentally friendly brand, then Pyt is a really good one to check out. Next up, we have another drugstore, and it is Flower Beauty. I was like, did I not try them till 2021? But I don't think that I did. I always saw them at Walmart when they sold at Walmart. They don't anymore. They are at CVS and Ulta, and also just their own website. But Flower Beauty, obviously it's Drew Barrymore's brand, and it is one who has won me over. I went from thinking their products are pretty good, but not like my favorite drugstore. Right now, it is my favorite my favorite foundation, period. Not wearing it today. Today I'm wearing the Catrice True Skin. I don't love it as much as other people do. I like it a lot, but I don't love it. I love the Light Illusion from Flower Beauty. It is so good, you guys. And their concealer is good. I love that whipped primer that came out. I really, really enjoy it. It's like lavender. I like that. Some of their lip products are hit or miss for me. I will be honest. Some are good and some feel a little cheap. But I do also love the Flower Bomb blushes. Love, they're in my tops as well. So if you haven't, for some reason, tried out Flower Beauty, definitely do. And let me know also, if you guys want me to do a full face of any of these, if you want me to do a more extensive review of each brand, let me know which one's down below. Next up, we have Tower 28. So the jelly glosses, amazing. We've all seen them probably. They're so good. I love them. I love coconut, and is it fire? It's the reddish orange one. I can't remember what it's called, but great formula. Really, really love them. I feel like I may be one of the only ones on the planet that's not so crazy about the kind of bronzy cream formula that they have. Maybe I have the wrong shade, because most people rave about them, and in theory it looks beautiful. And I normally don't have an issue with cream products lifting on me. I think I've really found a way to apply them that make almost all of them foolproof. But there's something, I'm gonna turn on my little light here. I'm losing natural light. Oh, no more power. Okay, I had this next to me just in case. No more power. Okay. So anyway, that Tower 28, it just doesn't show up on me. I don't know, no matter what I do, I'm like, where is it? And then it does seem to lift my foundation. So I definitely want to try another one, but most people love them, and I do love those glosses. Now we have Glam Light. So Glam Light, they're huge right now. Michaela put them more so on the map than they already were. I knew about them before the Michaela palette came out, but I finally got 3 of the cocktail palettes. I got the Michaela palette, I got the Ice Cream Dream palette, and I have so many of their liquid lipsticks and glosses. Oh, and 2 highlighters. Embarrassingly so, I've yet to try out my eyeshadows because, again, too much makeup. Okay, I'm going to go through it all this year, try it all. But I mean, I can tell it's me. I mean, you just have us swatching it by looking at it, other reviews. Like, I know I'm gonna love it. But the glosses and the liquid lipsticks and the highlighters I have tried, and I love them. Like, their liquid lipsticks are some of my absolute favorite liquid lipsticks. So I would recommend all of them. I mean, I have a lot, and they're all beautiful. I've tried them all. They smell good. If you like that kind of like, you know, bakery, chocolate, you know, all that cinnamony, all that stuff smell, then you should try them out. Next we have ZC. ZC is, if you haven't tried them or if you're not sure you know what it is, they are one that you see advertised all the time. Like on Facebook was the first time I saw it. And then even on Instagram, and it's that beautiful packaging, like the, what's the other one? Oh, like a sister, but oh my gosh, I'm blanking out. I can't think of what it's called right now. Catkin. Just that beautiful packaging that a lot of people say doesn't quite live up to the products inside. So I bought an Alice in Wonderland palette. I have 2 of them, the Flamingo, that's the pink one, and then I have the blue one. I also bought the Sugar Skull palette that I've not tried yet, and I have a blush from them. I really do like their formula, actually, and I think what people forget is they are an Asian Eastern, you know, brand, and their aesthetic is different than Western, you know, like they really tend to go for that soft, subtle, you know, ethereal, just kind of like glowy, angelic type of formulas. Whereas a lot of ones over here in UK and everything were like, bam, in your face, pigment, like, you know? So it's not that their formula is not good, it's just different. And I actually do really enjoy it. And their blush is pigmented. And I have like a corally orange one that I love. And I just think that their packaging is beautiful. Next we have Sigma. So Sigma, we all know their brushes are amazing. I have several of them that I use every single day, especially for my eyeshadows. The Enchanted palette, I'm gonna do a review soon on Instagram where I tried out the Sigma, or the Untamed palette and the Cinderella palette and did a couple of different looks. I have talked about it on my Instagram and my stories, but overall, I really do love the brand. I have 2 liquid lipsticks as well. They're solid. They're not my favorite brand, but I do enjoy them, and you know, their brushes are amazing. Sydney Grace. So Sydney Grace, the Tentalia palettes, I bought 2 of those, and then the one that was coming for free with them, like during their big kind of like promo sale that they had. I've only actually used a Quintessential Deep, or maybe I did use both of my palettes. I think I did use both of mine, actually. I do love the formula. I need to play with it more. I've only done 2 looks from one palette and 1 from the other. So it does live up to the hype. Mattes are not my favorite, but like the shimmers, a duo chrome in there, like they're beautiful. And I definitely want to try more Sydney Grace for sure. Now we have Beauty Bakery. Beauty Bakery, I just think their little concept is so cute, how everything is, you know, bakery themed and it's so well thought out, but their foundation is definitely in one of my tops. I love it. It's the Insta Bake foundation. It is like a fairly full coverage foundation that is super thin, which is really hard to do. And that's why I like it so much, is it didn't feel cakey, cakey bakery. It doesn't feel cakey, but it is a very good coverage foundation. And I also really like their lipstick. I love their powder. Their flower powder it's not in my top 2, but it's definitely my top 5 favorite powders. I bought their little Neapolitan bar and their lemon bar trio that has bronzer, blush, and highlighter. Love those. So Beauty Bakery is definitely one of my favorites from 2021. And lastly, this is kind of like an honorable mention, is, so going into 2022, we'll just say LA Girl. It's not, I had tried LA Girl years ago, but in 2021, I fell in love with it and really dove into it. The eyeshadow palettes, you guys, the little bit bigger ones that they have, the Pro Girl, you know, they have the Break Free, the Pro Artistry, they have the more like kind of tropical ones, Tropic Vibes or something. You guys, if you haven't tried them, they are not just good for drugstore, they are good, period. They are better than some of my high-end palettes. I just love them. I love their Shockwave liners. Their eye products are phenomenal. And definitely when I'm off of my no buy, I kind of want to try more of their face stuff because I really have not dove into that. So LA Girl, amazing brand. Fell in love with them in 2021. That is it, you guys. There were more. I couldn't include them all because I tried so much in 2021, but let me know which of these brands you love. If you want to see me use these brands more extensively, give deeper reviews, please let me know below. Please like and subscribe. And as always, have fun shopping. Budget shopping. Bye.